Good afternoon, everybody. It's another foggy day here in Santa Monica where your 2-4 Corsairs take on the 2-6 LA Valley Monarchs. I'm Cesar Zapata. Here joining me in the broadcasting booth is Keith Mallett, Sam Sullivan, and Max Guerra, along with our director for this broadcast, Charlie Gonzalez. So, it's another game here, guys, and last time we were here, it was a heartbreaker, right, Keith?
Absolutely, it was. It came down to a one-score game, and it really came down to a crucial interception at the very end. And as far as I'm concerned, the Corsairs could have easily won that game.
Yeah, the score was 36-31 versus the Antelope Valley Marauders, sorry. Got the teams mixed up there. And for the Monarchs here, their last game was against Moon Park College, where they lost 21-20. And So coin toss just went up right now, and I have no idea who's taking it out right now. Actually, they're all standing up for the national anthem. Alright guys, team sounds ready to go. Keith, what are the keys today for the team to get going after that loss?
Some keys for Santa Monica today for offensively would be to run the ball a lot, because they're a throw the ball team and they need to establish a run to be able to air it out for the most part. And defensively, Santa Monica has to put a lot of pressure on whichever quarterback comes out for LA Valley today, because no quarterback from LA Valley has played particularly well this season, and to be able to shut them down would be a massive start for this defense.
And Keith, like we saw in the game before against the Marauders, the defense came out swinging as they got the pick six to start the game off.
Defense came out swinging, and offense had some big blows too. We saw Tariq Brown, number 10 today, but number 5 then. He went for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, which was a massive explosion offensively.
Yeah, and you think that the Monarchs here are going to keep their eye on number 10, as they know that's their weapon of choice.
Yep, they will indeed. He'll probably be returning kicks as well.
And it looks like they're lining up here as it looks like the LA Valley team won the coin toss and looked to receive the ball in the second half rather than right now.
The Corsairs are going to go back with one returner back there, and it's going to be Tariq Brown.
The guy that we just mentioned right now.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the keys to this game. Get him the ball early and give him the ball often.
SMC's lined up, and it looks like they're just waiting on the LA Valley team here to
Looks like a kicking tee.
Now they're setting the ball up right now. And we're underway.
And LA Valley stays bunched for this kickoff.
Potential onside kick right here. Ooh, looks like it's not.
Not a very good one, though.
And stopped in between the 45 and in between 45 and 3 to start the game off.
And that was Levi Fodenhauer.
quarterback is going to be Sam Bolton, and a lot of things we mentioned a couple weeks ago, Keith, was the fact that his offensive line let him down half the time.
Yeah, he had a lot of pressure in his face, and if they want to win today, they got to really hold up.
And here comes the start of the very first down. Pass play. Oh, just off the tips of the fingers of Tariq Brown.
We saw a lot of those bubble screens in the Antelope Valley game, and they were very effective for the most part.
Second down here on the 35.
Corsairs going to come with one man in the backfield, Josiah Neos. Man in motion.
Rushing 5 right there. And a rush for about 3 to 4 yards. That's going to be a 3rd and 8 right there, guys. So it's going to be a long 3rd down here. Ball is on the 38.
Corsairs come out in a gun.
And once again, Keith, the pressures got to Sam, and the sack right there, putting the Corsairs down in the 4th down.
Yep, they're going to punt this one away. It seemed like he had Josiah Neos there, but Vaughton thought twice about it and didn't throw it.
And also that pressure was immense. You've got to make sure they keep them safe right there.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a lot of talk on the sideline.
Four and out already for your Corsairs guys, and the punt is coming up. And here it comes. Drop down to the 40 and bouncing all the way down to the 30 right there. And it was a good lucky bounce for the Corsairs there as they got it all the way down to the 30 to 25. Ball's officially down on the 20. It's a good kick right there. Now here comes the offense for the LA Valley Monarchs.
We're going to see the Corsairs come out with 2 high. And 7 in the box.
And a flag down on the play, so we'll see what happens here. Although they got a good stop here for Santa Monica.
Corsairs did a really good job there, staying disciplined and keeping their edges.
Flag was on the play, so let's see what's going to happen here. A little bit of confusion here.
Looks like Santa Monica is going to decline this one, is what the referee is signaling. So it's going to be 2nd down. And long.
2nd and very long.
That's a way to start if you're this Corsair defense. They bring a safety down.
Ball's on the 19, so it's 2nd and 11. Oh, and someone's helmet came off, so they're immediately going to have to come out of the game.
Yep, they're going to need a sub
flag
here.
once again.
That's Brandon Freeman coming in as the sub here on the D-line. Number 99.
And it looks like the LA Valley team is going to get a 1st down here off the flag. I'm not too sure what the call was, though.
I think they might have just got a flag for the helmet coming off.
So I guess unnecessary roughness then. It's a 1st down nonetheless, and as the chains move up to the 30. Ball is on the 36. Here comes the play. And no gain of yardage there as the defense is ready for them there. It's going to be second and long.
The Monarchs are coming out with 2 men in the backfield, one of them being a fullback, so you'll start to see Santa Monica show some pressure here as they've been bringing down a safety for run support.
Keith, you mentioned the quarterback play for the LA Valley team isn't necessarily good, so they're probably going to use the option of running the ball a lot. And it was a lot of what the Antelope team did last week.
Yeah, it's going to be a question mark throwing the ball for the Monarchs today.
And here comes another play as QB goes for the run and gains about 5 to 4 yards right there and stop in between the 38 and 35.
Yeah, that was just simply a miscue. Either the running back went the wrong way or the quarterback turned the wrong way. Either way, it's a broken play. But he gets yards on it.
It's still a long drive, however, as it's going to be a 3rd and 7 right here.
Man in motion for the Monarchs.
And stopped. About a yard or two of a gain of 1 or 2, and that's going to put it to 4th down, so the punting team will be coming in.
And we're just going to see Tariq Brown come in here for the punt return.
We're seeing Tariq come in for special teams, as a couple weeks ago he wasn't part of that special team.
Yep, Tariq is just a playmaker, and Santa Monica knows that, and that's why they're getting him out here. Anytime they can have the ball in his hands, that's seemingly what they want to do.
Here comes the punt play. Oh, and the kick almost blocked.
Looked a little bit tipped there.
As it goes down to the 44. Kicker is definitely thanking his lucky stars right now as that wasn't blocked. Nearly blocked, as Keith might have mentioned it was a tip here.
We're going to get another look at this Corsairs offense now. Josiah Neo's coming out as the running back.
The ball is officially on the 38 for the first down. Sam behind center, looking to throw. Oh, goes in for the run instead. And a nice slide by Sam as he gains about 6 to 7 yards on that play.
Yeah, that's a great play from Vaughton. You've noticed that once he sees his pocket break down, he's more antsy to get out of there and picking up yards.
Of course, he's got to be careful when he leads down the dive with his head. Don't want to get a concussion here.
Absolutely. Santa Monica under center here. A toss play.
And probably no gain there, as it's going to be a 3rd and long here.
Seemingly a loss of 4 or 5 yards.
5 minutes into the game and we're still scoreless. And both teams having trouble getting it to the other side of the field.
Corsairs come with 1 man in the backfield. They motion him out.
Sam with a bunch of time, but couldn't find nobody and was sacked. All the way down to the 30. So they started the ball around the 39 and ended up all the way down to the 30 on the 4th.
Yeah, Volton's just got to let that one go. You have Josiah Neos, and he can make a play, as we know.
It's going to be a long punt kick here for the kicker, or the punter, I should say. flag is thrown here. That ball is down to about 35. Let's see what the call is here.
Yeah, it looks like this one's coming back.
Not sure what they're signaling.
Looks like the punt team is still out there for the Corsairs. So it'll be a replay of downs. Coach Led there directing the chain gang.
Looks like there's a bit of confusion between the refs here. Trying to figure out where they're going to place the ball. And it looks like they placed it right back where it was started for the 4th down, right on the 29. And like he said, we're going to run this one back.
Personal protector making some adjustments here. Santa Monica is going to pinch in their gunners for a little more protection.
Is there 12 men on the field? Looks like the ball is going to be stopped right here at the 34. So the Monarchs will start at their own 34 here on 1st down. Pardon me, on the 41.
Monarchs come again with 2 running backs in the backfield. Seemingly want to get this run game started.
Comes the run. Probably a gain of 3 to 4 right there.
It's going to be a 6-yard run. The end of the spotting.
Ball is on the 41 and it's 2nd and 5.
Corsairs come with 2 high and 7 in the box. Gonna motion a man out.
Didn't fool the defense, that's for sure.
And that's a
Put him
great
back
tackle.
To the line of scrimmage. Back down to the 32, I believe.
That's a way to stay disciplined by Tannenvagel.
Looks like they just put him down back to the 36, actually. So it's a 3rd and 9.
And Corsairs have been all over this run game so far, just stopping it up whenever they can. The Monarchs come out with another 2 in the backfield situation and motion him out again. Another tackle by Tannenvagel.
Keith, it looks like to me they're trying to set up a lot of trick plays and QB runs.
Yeah, it looks like
falling for it.
It looks like they're trying to get the run game established in whatever form they can, whether that be the option, 2 in the backfield, throw a fullback out there, but none of it's working right now against this Corsair defense. They're just staying disciplined and staying in their gaps.
And I don't recall one throw at least. Not one.
Tariq Brown to return the punt here.
And another flag thrown on the play.
That might be roughing on the Corsairs here.
which means that ball's probably going to come back. There's 2 flags down on the play.
Yeah, one was thrown before the punt and one was thrown after. So we'll see how the refs sort this one out.
Looks like the flags might have offset each other. About 8 minutes have passed in this first quarter and we're still scoreless.
So in the last 2 drives now we have 2 repunts. Interesting. Refs definitely getting involved early and often here.
That they are, Keith. And I don't think our viewers are enjoying that quite much.
Let the boys play.
And Keith, you're right, here they come, ready to set up that punt once again, as both flags offsetted each other's penalties. Replaying this 4th down. Here comes the kick.
Almost blocked again. Tandem Bagel almost got there.
And that one bounced outside. And let's see where our Corsairs are going to start this first down at. Looks like they're going to start them about on the 33 here. And Keith, we got to see which team is going to finally get onto the opposing side, as neither one can find their way out of their own side of the field.
Absolutely. Hassan Big is coming out as the running back for the Corsairs now.
Probably looking for a big run play here.
And they do. And he keeps his feet churning there for a couple extra yards. And the referees are going to give him a generous spot.
You got to admit, they gave him that spot for the hustle that he had, even though he looked like he was gone after the first tackle, but kept on pushing. So that's going to be to the 41 here. 2nd and 2.
Hassan Biggest stays in at running back.
And a nice pass to that guy, Tyreek Brown.
And another great catch by Tariq.
Quick little slant route right there. And ran right out of bounds. And finally, the team has gotten to the other side of the opposing team. And are in position to score right here, the Corsairs are.
Yeah, they're set up better than they were.
Here comes a quick play, and the defense was definitely not ready, as they didn't look like they were prepared. And that run gained them about 6 to 7 yards on that first play.
And Hassan Biggest is looking good in his carries so far.
Yeah, the Corsairs look like a threat to score here, Keith. The ball is down on the 32, and they gave him a fresh set of yards. It doesn't look like it, though. I don't know why it says that on the scoreboard. And once again, here come the refs. So it is a fresh set first down. It's a fresh first down, but the chain gang right there was not ready, as they still had it on 2nd. So now they're replaying the first down, and the ball is on the 32.
Hassan Biggest in the backfield. Man in motion.
And a nice run play right there. And he's getting pushed all the way down to about the 15.
Now he has kept his feet churning this whole game so far.
And that run was a great team effort as the whole team pushed him forward.
Yeah, Big is picking up some extra yards with effort plays here. It's definitely looking good for the Corsairs as they are in their red zone.
As they are on the 15, right here on the first down.
Another man in motion.
Ooh, and an interception potentially right there.
Wow.
Tyreek is looking at the ref a little bit upset as they've been active in this game, and he's looking for a call as he was being grabbed on the hip. Now all of a sudden they don't want to throw their flags.
That ball was a bit behind him though. Sam Bolton with his 13th interception on the year.
And Tyreek's still looking confused as to why there wasn't a PI call there.
But now the Corsair defense is in amazing position to get their team started and on the board.
We'll see what kind of play they have run here. And we think their best option would be to throw it here for the Monarchs, but they have not shown one pass play here all day. We'll see how this one goes.
Corsairs showing some pressure here.
The ball is on the 1 too.
It'll be a QB run, and he just gets out of the end zone.
A gain about 1 yard right there, but still in a tough pickle right here. It's going to be 2nd and 8 right now. Ball on the 3-yard line.
Corsairs with one high, trying to stop the run.
As they do, but a gain of 1 or 2 yards here.
Monarchs are still backed up here. They might just have to run the ball again and then punt it away.
So the ball is on the 4 and it's 3rd and 7 here. Even in this position where you think they'd throw a ball, they haven't. And they've stayed in the end zone. I don't know how smart of a option it was to run the ball for this team.
Yeah, well, they don't seem like a very pass-heavy team, and you don't want to veer away from what you know in important situations.
Looks like we're probably going to get a false start here as the ref all the way down to 40 through the flag. Nope.
Looks like a delay of game.
Against the Monarchs.
It's going to be half the distance to the goal here.
And they're definitely not in good position here, one way or the other.
Monarchs are not quite at the 1, not quite at the 2.
Starting us down in the end zone.
Corsairs showing blitz.
Here comes man in motion. And a run play for a gain about a yard once again. And staying down on the 4th.
Yeah, Monarchs are in a tough situation here, and they're just going to have to go ahead and punt it away if they can get it out. But on the last 2 punts, we've seen the Corsairs come this close to blocking them, and now you think the Monarchs don't have as much room. They got to get this one off quick.
Special teams also has to be disciplined and not interfere with the kicker. Because if they hit the kicker, that just puts the Monarchs in a position to get out.
That's a quick one.
And Tyreek comes in. Ooh.
Sheds off one hit.
And the Corsairs are in position to score once again as they're on about the 34, around the 34, I think.
They do have some prime real estate thanks to their defense.
I apologize. They are down on the 20. So in position to score once again are the Corsairs.
Yeah, this offense has to capitalize on this situation. Clean up their mistakes.
With a minute left, do you think they probably rush this one up to get a score on this first quarter?
They saw him biggest in the backfield, so they'll probably look to throw it.
And then he's just going to have to throw it away here. Pressure was coming.
Good play by Valton not to take the sack, as we've seen him do twice now.
Looks like he's talking to his offensive coordinator, figuring out what's going to go down in the second one.
All right.
Here comes the play on second down and throwing
Valton.
right into the defender. And that was a bad play on Sam as he threw that one trying to do a little too much right there, Keith.
Yep. Might as well just take the sack there. No need to give the ball away, and that's his 14th interception on the year.
And the second one just for today. And we still have 3 more quarters left.
Yeah, Valton's going to need to clean it up here. This offense wants to get rolling. But he had a lot of pressure in his face. You can't put that all on the quarterback. I mean, the O-line needs to hold. He needs time.
And Keith, those are one of the keys to this game here is making sure the offensive line is keeping their quarterback protected.
Absolutely. And you would think that the Corsairs would look to establish the run here.
But unfortunately, here come the Monarchs as they get an interception as the ball went directly into the defense. Easy interception there.
Santa Monica comes out with 1 high.
The ball
6
is
in the
down
box.
on the 29. Uh-oh, and a nice block. A gain about 6 to 7 yards there to put them down to at least the 34. And the clock is coming down to initiate the second quarter, about 45 seconds left.
Monarchs come out with 2 in the backfield. It's going to be another run. Tripped
Ooh.
up.
And no gain of yards right there, as it will be second down and 6. Third down and 6, I'm sorry.
And the Monarchs are going to let the time run to the end of the quarter here.
Okay, second quarter is on the way.
Okay, pass is completed. Looks like we have a first down for LA Valley.
Down to the 43-yard line.
And the Monarchs actually made a QB change in the pass drive.
And I
Number
might
12.
understand why they're doing some passing now instead of just doing some run plays.
Yep, this seems to be their passing quarterback.
And it seems to be working a little bit better than the passing as well.
It has.
Yeah. First down on the 43.
Yeah.
A fake.
Ooh.
A huge gain on that play.
Big run down to the 38-yard line. Excellent fake.
It looks like number 12 has started to take control of this offense, getting a little bit of a groove on.
It'll be interesting to see how the rest of the game goes with this quarterback change, now that we see some progress.
Pressure's coming. He's flushing out of the pocket. He throws. Pass is complete.
Gain of about 3 on that play. Second down now.
Monarchs definitely look a little bit more comfortable throwing the ball here.
So after 0 passing plays, we saw about 3 already thrown in the first part of the second quarter.
Ball on the 34, second down and 6.
All kinds of time in the pocket. Throws it. And it is caught down in the red zone.
That was a great scramble play by the QB number 12, and just really getting out of the pocket and finding number 5 for that catch. That was a clutch play for the Monarchs.
Keeping the play alive, not just throwing the ball out of bounds.
Ball on the 10-yard line now, first and 10. Quarterback makes a run.
He's going to go for the end zone. He's going to be out only a few yards out from breaking the plane.
Yeah, muted.
Went out at about the 7.
Keep an eye
Looks like there's a flag on the play. Ball will go back to the 20-yard line. First and 10 for LA Valley again.
First and 20 for the Monarchs with the line to go at just about the 1.
Quarterback for LA Valley taking his time. Drops back. Tosses.
And he hits his receiver, who goes out at about the 7-yard line. So a nice little pickup on on second down for them. 3rd and 7 with the goal line as first.
It does seem that this QB by committee has thrown the Corsair defense for a bit of a spin here, and they're looking backed up.
They got a bunch trips formation on the right.
Oh, and the QB escapes a sack. He throws it. Touchdown, LA Valley.
That was a pretty good escape from that sack, though. Have to give it to the quarterback for LA Valley. Hopefully, on the return, we can see Santa Monica College bring it together, support the quarterback, Sam Bolton, and hopefully get on the board.
LA Valley to kick with a little bunch formation.
And here comes Tyreek Brown.
Oh,
Has
Tyreek
room
with
in
a
front of
nice-
him.
Oh.
Oh, it gets
nice
tripped
little
up.
turn. Tackled down at about the 38-yard line. So what do you think we want to see here from the Corsair offense?
We haven't seen any go routes. We've seen like crossing patterns and in routes. I want to see if Sam Bolton can throw the long ball and get the Corsairs back into this game quick.
Well, he's going to look to his go-to receiver, number 10, Tariq. Here,
Key for Tyreek is just to create separation and hope that he has enough time in the pocket to make that throw.
First down for Santa Monica on the 38. Ball is passed. A gain of about 5 yards on the run.
all right, good on the Corsairs for trying to get the run established in the second quarter on their first drive.
Second down and 6 on the 42-yard line for Santa Monica.
Number 13 going in motion.
Pass to number 32.
Gets a big gain. Oh, he's loose. Is he going to go all the way to the house? He could. Here we go. Oh, great run. He's down out about the 19-yard line.
Great run for number 32, Hassan Vegas. Huge gain for Santa Monica. We can definitely get back in this game quick, hopefully, like you were just saying there, Charlie.
This is just what this Corsair team needed. I mean, getting them downfield. This is the second time they've been in the red zone today, so hopefully they can cash in on this drive.
Yeah, ball on the 18-yard line, first down again.
Man goes in motion.
Tyreek in motion.
Oh.
Flip to Tyreek. He can't find any room. He is tripped up behind. It's going to be a loss of about 2 yards. It's important for SMC to not get away from what got them down this far in the first place.
Absolutely. Definitely want to keep the momentum going here. Second down and 13 to go. Ball's on the 21-yard line.
4 receivers on the set. And a pass to the running back out of the backfield.
And he's got he's going in. Oh, he's going to be just shy of the goal line. It's going to be about first in inches. Oh, correct me. Sorry. About first down at the 4-yard line. Three wide out set.
First down, ball on the 4-yard line.
Hand off to number 8 again. He's going to take it in for Santa Monica College touchdown.
And we got an interesting kick formation right here.
Yeah.
They could be going for 2 to take the lead.
Yeah, that's what it
That's the
looks like.
swinging gate formation. They usually run this and then they'll motion back in for the PAT here. It's
Oh,
common
there's-
just to get the defenses confused.
Flex formation.
And the kick holder is your quarterback.
Kick is up. It is good. And we have a tie game here in the second quarter.
8:59 left. And the Corsairs are back lining up to kick it away. 2 men deep for the Monarchs.
Ball is punted to the other side. Received by LA College number 28.
Down at about the 35-yard line.
I feel like both teams are kind of picking up a little momentum at this point. It'll be interesting to see which quarterback they're putting in and how that's going to affect the rest of this second quarter here.
We haven't seen much in the deep passing game. I want to see play aggressive and say, hey, we're here to win this game. I want to see some action downfield.
And the Monarchs come out with 3 men spread out wide to the left.
First and 10 on the 36-yard line. Ball is snapped. Quarterback number 12 passes and ball is oh.
Incomplete.
Looks like the Monarchs are going to line up in that same formation. 3 men spread out wide to the left. 1 man in the backfield.
They may try running it off tackle.
Absolutely. Remains 10 to go here in the second down.
Quarterback sneaks it for a gain of about 3.
got a timeout taken by the Monarchs. Alright, 8:17 left in the second, and it's 3rd and 8 to go for the Monarchs offense here. And a man goes in motion out of the backfield.
Ball snapped. Number 12.
He has a guy wide open to his left. Oh, he gets the pass complete to about the 45-yard line.
I think he's about 1 yard short of that first. So, depending on where they mark it, looks like it's going to be 4th and 1, maybe.
Do we go for it here, or is it too early in the game, and should they punt it away?
And it looks like the offense is staying on the field to go for it here.
Aggressive. They're taking chances. They're going to hand it off here.
They got a tight bunch formation on the left here. A man in the backfield.
4th and 1.
Oh,
and we see
the quarterback keeps it.
And successfully gets a first down.
First down and then
No
some.
problem.
That was a good chance that the LA Valley team took there with 7:30 left in the second quarter. First and 10 here on the 52 or 48-yard line.
LA Valley quarterback is wrapped up and sacked for a huge loss.
It's a big guy to tackle right there, guys. They're gonna definitely need about 2 or 3 tackles, or 2 or 3 tacklers to bring him down.
And second and long, second and about 17 for the Monarchs here. 6:38 and ticking left in the second. Monarchs QB getting the play from the sideline in the shotgun.
Ball is snapped.
All kinds of time in the pocket. Throws it. Is caught. Far sideline at the 40. So they are short of the line of gain.
3rd and about 2 for the Monarchs here. 6 minutes left in the second.
Oh, and the pass is batted down right to the ground by number 95.
Great block for Peter Briggs. Brings us to 4th and 2 here with 5:36 left in the second quarter.
It looks like they're gonna try and go for it again.
They are not bringing out the field goal or the punt team.
I think they just trust their QB to muscle at the 2 yards like they did the last play.
He is a big guy, like you said.
He's going to keep it,
And
and he will get it.
Does exactly that.
Gets them about 2 or 3 yards there, just what they needed.
And that's 2 successful 4th down conversions.
And that sets up the Monarchs with 1st and 10 at about the 36-yard line of the Corsairs, 5:17 and ticking in the second quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive plays that you have to see if you want to take a lead here. And it's what we'd love to see from the Corsairs moving forward.
Absolutely, the Monarchs are playing to win.
And they're down inside the red zone of SMC. It's going to be another 1st down for LA Valley. Moving the chains.
I feel like you're seeing a lot of variety in the kind of plays that the Monarchs are doing.
Yeah, it seems like their whole playbook was opened up when they made that QB switch, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, and it feels like that's keeping the Corsairs on their toes. Not really sure what the next move is going to be, and it appears to be working pretty well for the Monarchs here.
Yep, their second red zone trip this quarter. It's 1st and 10 at the 18. QB takes the snap in the shotgun.
Pass is incomplete to number 29. 2nd and 10 here with 4:14 left in the second. Ball here on the 18-yard line. Ball is snap, number 12.
Oh, flag down on the play. It's going to be a false start.
It might just be the Hail Mary that the Corsairs need here.
2nd and 15 at about the 23 of the Corsairs for the Monarchs.
For wide out set.
Ball is passed, thrown.
Deflected and incomplete. Very nice read there by number 20.
Absolutely.
And that'll take it to 3rd and 15 for the Monarchs as they make a substitution on the sideline.
Now, if the Corsairs are successful at blocking this next attempt at the third down, hopefully they can keep the Monarchs from scoring another touchdown.
Comes the play.
Felix Jean outside the pocket. He's running.
And it
He
looks
has
like he's
time
going
now.
to
He
get
has
more yards here.
Room in front of him. He throws. It is caught. It's going to be 1st and goal for LA Valley.
A ton of pressure on the quarterback there, but he managed to escape all of it.
Some Johnny Football, Cam Newton type quarterback right there.
That was some good scrambling.
I
And
think
kept,
those guys are too little to be comparing him to that guy. That looks like Big Ben right there.
Yeah,
yeah, but he's kept his eyes downfield the whole time. That's what you got to do as a quarterback.
absolutely. 1st and 7, ball on the 7-yard line. 3:32 left to go in the second quarter.
3 wide out set.
Ball is snapped.
Oh, it's a flip to number 29 who juggles it and fumbles the ball. Oh, and Santa Monica recovers. And that's the break they were looking for. Big, costly red zone error by LA Valley.
Now, as we
College.
saw last game, Caesar, this Corsair defense was on it with turnovers. Are they
Yeah.
getting back to that today? It's looking like it.
Well, right now it is, but they definitely had trouble with containing number 12, as he's ran the ball and also slinged the ball very well today. And he's gotten them in position to score as he's been on the field the whole time in the second quarter. What was lacking was the passing game, and that's in the first quarter. And now the second quarter, you're seeing it opening up, and opening up the defense of SMC. So we'll see if they can try and contain number 12, but that is going to be the mission here for the defense.
Absolutely.
And what kind of work do you think that our quarterback Sam Balton needs to do to get us back in the game and down the field?
Better read the secondary better. Don't keep an eye on the free safety.
Ball
Go for
is
those deep
passed
passes.
for the first down.
I disagree there. I'd say for Sam Bolton to get going, he's going to need some confidence. He's going to need some short passes, some bubble passes, some screens. He needs some confidence right now
And some coverage.
yeah,
to
and
say the
some
least.
blocking.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been sacked twice now.
And thrown 2 interceptions.
Second down and 8 here with 2:47 left in the second quarter. Ball on the 11-yard line.
Oh, and he's wide open. He could have broken away. He had a wide open field there. There was no deep safeties in coverage.
First and 10 for Santa Monica with 2:26 left in the second quarter.
I think Sam should be audible in changing the play. They have no one deep. If he can get someone open downfield, could be a touchdown.
Absolutely gain of about 6 on that play.
And Keith, I like what you said earlier about getting just the passing game over with some short passes. You hit Tariq on that one. I think it's going to build his confidence this quarter.
Absolutely.
Ball is snap and pass to number 32. First down, Santa Monica.
And Max, that was just something we were talking about. They love their running backs out of the backfield when they throw the ball. They love them bubble passes. And this is really going to help Sam get his confidence and start something for the Corsairs on offense.
As the Hall of Fame coach Hank Stram said, matriculate your way down the field. And that's what SMC appears to be doing.
All right. Looks like we got a timeout here. 1:44
Low
left in the
leave
half.
showing.
And we are back from a timeout. 1:44 left here in the second quarter. Santa Monica trying to take the lead. Finally in a position here for Sam Bolton. He does a run. Passes long to number 13. Pass incomplete. Intended receiver number 13, Richard Kick.
Just overshot him on that one.
I don't know about that. He thought he had to throw his body out there for that one. He could have gotten to it, but just stopped.
I feel like it was a decent pass, a really good idea here to take the lead in the second quarter with 1:37 left to go.
It was most certainly catchable, that's for sure.
Second and 10 now on the 43-yard line. Sam Bolton throws to number 10, Tariq Brown.
And the gain about 20 right there.
Into LA Valley College territory.
And Keith, that was something we were talking about, is that they have to get the ball to Tyreek, because he not only is he receiving the ball, he's also gaining extra yardage as he grabs it.
Yeah, Tariq is probably the best playmaker on this Corsair team, and schematically they've made that obvious.
All right, we got another quick timeout by the Corsairs here. 1:28 left to go in the half.
Be interesting to see. Do you think, Keith, that they're going to stick with Tariq Brown moving down the field if that seems to be working for them to get some more points on the board?
I mean, we've seen in a lot of, especially in that Antelope Valley game, they don't shy away from giving it to Tariq in the red zone, and yeah, I think that's something that the Corsairs are looking to do. And as we saw in the interception drive earlier where they tried to fit it into a tight hole to Tariq.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, as they go back to the scrimmage line, we'll see what their play is here. Ball is passed to number 13. Richard kick once again.
Another first down for the Santa Monica College Corsairs.
Big move. Big move down the field as they have that first down. Ball on the 15-yard line. Sam Bolton makes a run for it, and the pass is incomplete.
I think it was smart for him there just to chuck that one away, not take a sack. Can't burn any more timeouts or let any more time off the clock here.
And really good movement by Sam as he avoided a few tackles right there.
2nd and 10 for the Corsairs. Ball at the 15-yard line of the Monarchs. 1:04 left in this half. You got
And
3 receivers set to the right.
Number 14, Sam Bolton.
Oh, just out of the fingertips of Tyreek right there. A second drop pass by Tyreek today. Him and the cover man number 28 are going at it.
Go back to the line of scrimmage with just about 1 minute left on the clock here. 3rd down and 10.
And another interception by Sam.
That's the 3rd red zone interception today. And there's a flag on the interception return.
What a costly play here at the end of the half.
And not the momentum you're looking for to end this half either.
No.
It's unfortunate because you get it all the way down the field after making a great defensive stop just to end up short with an interception.
All right, so we got 50 seconds left in the half, and with the flag, it looks like the Monarchs are going to be starting on their own 26-yard line.
And what a play there. I mean, that is Sam Bolton's 15th interception for the season, the 3rd this game. And I think that'll be a big topic of conversation as they go back into the locker room during this halftime here.
Yeah, you can't play that sloppy of football. You just can't. As a quarterback, you just can't.
And
No excuses here, Keith?
No excuses here.
excuse me, it looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 back at their own 16-yard line with that penalty.
You know, the only hope here moving into the halftime is that we don't get them any more points. We can keep them down, no field goals, and just have a better second half moving forward.
Absolutely.
Pass it to the side of the field. And he tries to get out of bounds, doesn't. He's out about the 23-yard line.
Time is ticking here, 38 seconds and counting. And a timeout is taken.
Just shy of a first down here.
LA Valley takes their third and final timeout. And if you're Coach Kelly, if Sam Walton throws another interception, do you consider benching him and putting in your second string?
I think if they had a second string they could rely on, they would be testing that out. But it looks like the Corsairs are committed to Walton. He's only a freshman. They want to see him progress. And he had an amazing high school career and one of the most efficient high school careers I've ever seen, statistically. So I think you just need to work through those rough patches and let him develop as a quarterback. And it'll benefit you next season if you still have him.
Yeah, absolutely. And what kind of pressure do you put on his men for catching the balls and being there where he's intending to throw it?
Exactly.
2nd and 1 here for the Monarchs. 37 seconds left in the half.
LA Valley's number 12 is sacked.
And he looks like he's going to be down. Having a little bit of trouble getting up. But back up on his feet nonetheless.
3rd and 2, 24 seconds and ticking in the half.
A huge sack here for Santa Monica as we go into the second half here.
They have, looks like they have one more play. They could just let the clock run down.
And a timeout is taken with 9.9 seconds left in the half.
And as we mentioned earlier, Sam Vaught had an amazing high school career. In just 4 games played with Venice High School, he threw for 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns, and only 1 INT, completing 74% of his passes. So he has that potential there to be an amazing quarterback. You would just like to see more consistency out of him this season.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are some pretty incredible stats.
In just 4 games.
3rd down, 2 yards to go. Pass incomplete to intended receiver number 7 for LA Valley with 5 seconds left on the clock.
That will stop the clock, so we are going to have at least one more down.
It'll be interesting to see here with 5 seconds left to go if they will do the same, try and get another first down, or if they're going to punt the ball over.
Not many options though, however, with 5 seconds left and remaining in the first half.
With 4th down here, you have to think he might just burn a few seconds in the backfield and take a knee or run out of bounds.
Smart play by Coach Led there, trying to get his defense all organized and ready for the play upcoming.
Not much strategy here if you're SMC. Just tackle them in bounds and let the clock run out.
Teams take back to the field. Still 4th down and 2 with 5 seconds to go. Game is tied here at 7 as we go into the second half.
The Corsairs have 2 men way back, about 25 yards off the ball.
Oh, and here comes the fumble.
Oh!
But this will just. Oh, and the helmet's off.
And the flag down on the last play as time runs out. And
Ball is recovered by Santa Monica, but the flags are down.
we may have an untimed down if the flag is on LA Valley.
Santa Monica's sending their field goal unit out there. This should be interesting.
And that would be one way to finish this first half of the game here, especially after everything that's gone on.
Considering that they were probably going to end the half with a Sam Bolton interception, it looks like they have potential to put points on the board and lead the game 10-7.
Yeah, absolutely. That'll definitely change the energy going into the second half, I think.
And Max, as you were saying, they should have just taken a knee there. I mean, you really made a mistake there.
No reason, no time on the clock.
Could be a
just kneel down.
Could
But
be
I
a
feel like
swing in possession.
they have been playing really aggressively all game long, and it's been working for them.
Well, I wouldn't say they were playing aggressive all game long, as they were very shy in the first quarter to
Yeah.
even throw the ball. But they've
True.
been very aggressive here in the second quarter.
Agreed.
Ever since that QB change, it's really done it for them.
So we'll have to also keep our eye on number 12 coming into the second half. Because before this, they were having a very, very good drives on their possessions throughout this second quarter. Just that one costly mistake here.
They seem to bring a lot of energy to this team, much like Tua Tagovailoa did with Alabama in 2017.
As you can hear, the opposing team trying to distract the kicker here from the field goal. The kick's up,
And it's good.
straight down the middle. And that's going to put your Corsairs up here 10-7 going into the second half.
Crazy way to end the first half. Strip sack the quarterback, get the ball, have a penalty called on LA Valley, have an untimed down. That was crazy. No one could have predicted that.
Absolutely. That was definitely a huge break for the Corsairs here going into halftime.
Definitely a momentum shift here.
Well, that's going to be all from us this half.
Thank you. We are back, ready for the second half to begin. Kickoff is only seconds away.
All right, and the second half is 10-7 for your Corsairs as they kick the field goal after that wild play to end the first half.
And LA Valley has 2 people back to return this kick, so it could go to either of them depending on the direction of the kick.
Kick is up. Number 7 looks to run the ball. And a fake as he gets more yardage and then goes outside to about the 36.
As we mentioned, LA Valley is doing a lot of misdirection this game, and that's just really to throw off what they think is an undisciplined Corsairs team, but the Corsairs have been playing super disciplined and staying in their lanes all day, and that's what's kept them in here.
Now, Keith, we'll see which quarterback they start the second half with, and it looks like they're going to go back to number 12, which I believe is Jonathan Isaiah.
Yeah, I mean, he's had quite the day. He turned this team around. They couldn't get anything going. They couldn't get the run going. They didn't even want to pass it, but they've opened up the playbook with number 12 as they have a man in motion here.
And that's caught for about 5 yards.
Now, as we've seen again, this Corsairs defense is swarming, and they want all hats on the ball at all points. You're going to see everyone run into the ball here.
The ball is on the 40, and it's second down and 5.
Monarchs in a hurry up.
Here it comes. Oh. Probably should have turned around for that one.
Yeah, the intended receiver, it was very far behind him, and a different receiver came in and tried to make the catch, but it was incomplete. That was could have been a very costly mistake.
It's going to be a 3rd and 5 here.
Yeah, that's probably an issue on play calling. You can't run a route and a stop to the same side of the field. I mean, they didn't even know who they were throwing to.
Here comes the play. And straight down the middle to number 5 once again as he pushes for more yardage and gets to about the 39, or excuse me, the 41 here. The ball is placed on the 42 now. And it's going to be a fresh down of yards here. A fresh set of yards, sorry.
Monarchs are keeping that no-huddle tempo here. Looking to the sidelines for plays, getting lined up.
And another quick route down to 17 as he goes in for more yards and probably will get the chains moving here for another first down. Now, Keith, it looks like they don't have an answer for him right here as they're pushing the ball down the field.
Yeah, Monarchs are playing really efficient football right now. They're throwing the ball. They're able to run the ball. This QB change has opened up the world for them.
Even considering what happened in the first half, it looks like it has not phased the Monarchs here.
Yeah, definitely had a miscue for their offense there, and it's going to cost them 3 points, but they're trying to make up for that right now. Santa Monica shows blitz. They're going to back off of it.
And once again,
Bad missed tackle by number 6 on SMC.
ball is on the 27 right now with a gain of 4 yards. So it will be 2nd and 6.
Monarchs won't huddle up again. Keep that tempo going. They're looking to get that defense tired.
And that's going to keep the drive alive, and he's going to score in for the touchdown as number 7 missed the tackle.
Yeah, as we saw earlier in the drive, number 5 on the Monarchs has the ability to stay up when being hit. And he's a big guy, hard to take down.
And you can thank that drive solely to number 5 and number 12 as they line up for the field goal, trying to put this game up by 4. And that was only a 3-minute drive right there, Keith.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of pressure to block this PAT out of Santa Monica, keep it a 3-point game.
And it's no good. So it will keep it at a 3-point game as that corner rush really panicked the kicker and he missed the field goal and hit the pole.
And that's massive for Santa Monica. Now they can just take their time getting down the field. They don't have to rush anything.
Easier said than done, though, however, as you know, Sam keeps on getting rushed as the offensive line has let him down this afternoon.
He has had a lot of pressure in his face. Offensive line needs to hold if they want any chance of being able to drive down this field. We're going to see this rather unique bunch set on the kickoff from the Monarchs again. And it's had success so far.
It looks like some formation confusion here. Here comes the kick, down to about the 30. Almost stripped there.
That's some extracurricular activities going on right there between number 8 and number 31.
Uzziah Neos holding his ground. We've seen a lot of pooch kicks out of the Monarchs. Caesar, do you think that's because they're trying to keep the ball out of Tariq's hands, or maybe it's their kicker limitations?
Well, I remember you bringing it up a couple weeks ago how SMC, when they threw their onside kick, they believed in their defense. I think this is what we're seeing from the Monarchs here. Them having real trust in their defense, as if they've been putting pressure on Sam. So one way or the other, if he does throw an interception, they're in a good position to get more yardage and stay on the opposing side.
Absolutely. Santa Monica's going to run it here.
And it looks like they'll move the chains here as they'll get a fresh set of downs here.
Yeah, Corsairs really trying to establish a run here.
As that's probably their best option to relieve the pressure off their quarterback.
Short passes and run plays are definitely a way to get your quarterback's confidence back up and drive down the field.
And that looks like it will be a gain about 4 to 6 yards here.
Neos with another carry.
Looks like they're putting the ball down in between the 34 and 35. Or excuse me, the 44 and 45. The ball is officially down on the 44 with 2nd and 6 coming up.
Man in motion out of the backfield.
And they're throwing it deep to Tyreek. And he caught the ball and he stays in for the touchdown.
Oh, they're going to call him out.
Oh, that's tough. It looked like he stayed in, but the ref saw otherwise. But nonetheless, it was a great big play by Tyreek Brown.
And they're going to call him out around the 6.
But that play was open because of the run.
Absolutely.
So great possession here for the Corsairs as they look to score on this drive.
And that's the first real success the Corsairs have had going deep so far.
And a quick pass, but a flag is thrown here. Let's see if it comes back.
And that wide receiver jet sweep seemed to work really well.
And it looks like it's going to come back.
As we can hear here, Corsairs fans upset with the referees.
And it's starting to fill up just a little bit as more people entered in the second half. And that's a really tough flag right there, Keith.
It is. Push them back a little bit.
You wonder what it's going to do to the momentum of this drive.
Yeah,
it
chains
looks like-
don't move, so it's going to be a first and goal, and it's going to be first in a country mile.
Wow. The ball is all the way down on the 31, and they need 31 yards to get a first down.
I stand corrected. It's going to be first in 2 country miles. Yeah, you'd expect to see the Corsairs air it out a little bit here. Only got 4 yards to drive it in 30 plays.
And here comes the run. And there might be a flag here.
Great pancake block.
Got lucky though, he didn't get called for a holding. Oh, well, here comes the unnecessary, not roughness. What's the word I'm looking for here? Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, and that's going to go on Jacob Wooden.
Probably should have been flexing on him the way he was.
No, but sometimes you got to tell him after you get that big old pancake block. Got to put
Yeah,
some
but-
syrup on that thing.
Yeah, he might have drowned those pancakes though with too much syrup, because they're gonna go down even more. Make that 3/4 miles, Keith. And the refs here today have been very flag heavy, calling this game very tight.
This might be the longest first and goal I have ever seen.
It looks like it's gonna stay on. Well, I don't know why it says second on the scoreboard, but it looks like it's still first down. Oh, they're calling it. Yep. So it's gonna be a second down and second and 41.
It looks like Tariq's going to jump off here. Although the referee hasn't called it in play yet, so Corsairs get blessed. Wonder if we see that same motion. And we do.
And Sam with the QB run. And he goes outside.
Oh,
and
that's
there
a
goes the
flag. Yeah, that's going to get the offensive line riled up. They never like seeing their QB take hits, and he's taken a lot of hits today. And that's when the offensive line just can't let go.
And you wonder what the Monarchs were thinking right there, as Sam was clearly out of bounds, and all they did was put them in position to successfully get more downs here.
Yeah, that's going to give him some extra yards.
And replay second down as well.
Moving the ball back to where it started before the first penalty, practically.
The ball is going to be on the 19 here, as 5 minutes have gone away in this third quarter.
We're going to see Hassan Biggis in the backfield here. Almost a wingback set with the man in motion. And Biggis with a big run.
And that should put him at third and short here.
Clock stays rolling.
It looks like they're going to get a fresh set of downs, as they're going to be down here on first and goal.
1 minute in the backfield for the Corsair.
No running
And
room.
pushed down to about the 11.
Yeah, Biggis was looking for a hole. He just couldn't find one. Eventually, he had to put his shoulders down and try to make one.
Keith, you were mentioning how important it was for them to successfully interrupt that that field goal, the extra point attempt, keeping it the score at 13-10. And it looks like either way, it will be either a tie game or a 4-point possession in favor of the Corsairs.
Yeah, what we know about Santa Monica is either of their kickers could come out and hit a field goal from here.
So right here, do you look to run the ball and keep it safe? Well, looks like they're not thinking that way as there's wide open man.
Oh.
And he drops the ball all by himself with no one covering him.
That's a tough break for the Corsairs.
And in a position like that where you're all by yourself, you cannot drop balls like that. This is a very tight game.
It's a great throw by Sam Vault, too.
And here comes the third down on 11. And here comes Sam with the throw again. And he doesn't miss this time as Tariq Brown gets the touchdown and adds on to the tally for the season. And this will make it 16-13 for your Corsairs.
Yeah, he's going to flex a little bit there as he's going to pick up his 5th touchdown on the season.
Well, after the little heated arguments and battles between the teams, we've definitely got to flex on them there.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw how many flags in the past 10 plays? Saw the Corsairs go all the way up the field and all the way back down it with flags.
As that unsportsmanlike conduct flag against the Monarchs cost them. And that extra point is successful as it will put the Corsairs up 4 here 17-13 with 8:56 remaining in the third quarter.
Corsairs to kick off to the Monarchs here. 4-point game. Tommy Meek to kick off for the Corsairs.
The kick is going up. And it's going to reach to about the 33. And a gain about 10 or 11 right there in that receiving play.
A lot of pooch kicks in this game. Seems like they're trying to keep it away from, respectively, each other's playmakers.
That's going to be around the 42 here, guys. And once again, we mentioned the defense trying to stop number 12 here as he successfully ran 3 drives for scores recently.
Absolutely, he's been a playmaker today. They're going to come out with 1 man in the backfield and 3 to the right.
He's going deep, and then no flag called there. Oh, there it is. And this is definitely going to be a passing interference flag here, as he was grabbing on his jersey.
What do you think, Caesar? Is that a good call?
I don't like the call, but it is a good one.
Fair enough. I'd say it was a little bit uncatchable.
And coach is arguing the play.
Yeah, you can see Coach Led not happy with that one.
But at the end of the day, the refs have the last call, so Hopefully that will change things from here on out when certain plays like that happen.
Monarchs come out with one in the backfield. Corsairs are going to roll down a safety.
Here comes a snap and a long ball to number 19 and a little overthrown. It's going to be no good right there. This is a scary play because he was wide open, but just threw the ball a little too hard there. And once again, you see number 12 is just trying to make those plays for his team, and he's getting close.
Yeah, he's been a real difference maker today, and Santa Monica was just probably thrown off by him coming in the second quarter and him having a whole different ability than their first quarterback. Seems like the skill sets differ vastly.
Here
Monarchs
comes
with
the
a
snap.
tight end.
It looks like he will run it in for a first down. As he slides outside. Oh, unfortunately, this is looks like it's gonna come back.
Yeah,
Number 85 destroyed that tackler.
very unnecessary block. Could have been a block in the back, could have been a blindside block. Either way, unnecessary. And it's going to cost his team.
And it looks like on both sides, flags are keeping them a bug here.
Both teams have been getting in their own way so far in the second half. More so than the first half.
Okay, so they're going to replay that second down. It's 2nd and 15, and the ball is on the 43.
Monarchs come out with a tight end and one man in the backfield. Corsairs have 2 men high. Four on the line.
Quick slant pass. Once again, a lot of chirping going on here. Both teams are getting at it.
You can tell this is a heated game. Both teams to this point have a losing record, and they'd both very much like to improve that, but can't do that without winning this one.
And you can't win if you keep on pushing the ball back against yourself.
Monarchs with the tight end and one man in the backfield. Corsairs with a man high. Monarchs motion a man out.
And here comes the QB run. And it looks like he's going to get a new fresh set of first downs here for his team.
Yeah, that's a well-executed QB draw play there. They motion a man out so you have less backers in the box. And then your linemen pass block, and the backers forget about the quarterback there.
Keith, as spectacular as the defense looked 2 weeks ago, they have not found a answer or key to success in stopping number 12, as he's been doing it. Oh, I spoke too soon, as the ball has been intercepted.
I mean, that's what this Corsair defense is based around. It's not a bend, don't break necessarily, but, I mean, they hound on turnovers.
Oh, and he slams that ball in.
And there you go, the turnover trash can.
Slams it right in like Zeke in the Salvation Army bucket.
And the defense is hyped.
That's the 4th red zone interception combined from both teams today.
Costly turnover from number 12, who was playing a perfect game so far. But however, the Corsairs start on their 8-yard line here. And they look to run the ball, smart idea, get themselves out of that pressure of the end zone.
Give went to Hassan Biggis, and he's been a massive part about the
And
running
it looks
game
like
here.
we have a player down on the field. I believe that's number 62 for the Corsairs. And he's holding on to his knee. Doesn't look good.
Gabriel Manley is the man down here. Seen a lot of flags from both teams today. I think if one of these teams can clean it up, that'll be the one that ends up winning this game.
And that's asking a lot because the refs here have been very flag heavy, making sure this game is tight as it can be.
They have been attentive, if that would be the word.
I think that is the word.
I appreciate it.
And he is up and walking. About to be. There we go. Slow on his feet.
And it looks like he's going to definitely need some help walking, though, as he is unable to put pressure on his left foot or right foot, I believe.
Looks to me he's out of the game. The football gods show no mercy. Amen.
It appears to be the right leg. And it looks like play will resume on here with 6:58 left in the third quarter. The ball is on the 8 and it's 2nd and 10.
Corsairs come out with one man in the backfield and a man in motion.
Ball is snapped. And Sam with the QB run. And a great slide.
And another flag down.
This probably will be an unnecessary roughness call here.
Yeah, I can't hit a quarterback when he's going to the ground unprotected. Just can't. Costly play for the Monarchs.
And luxury for the quarterback.
See, if he had slid early, or if he had slid like he did earlier head first, you can make that kind of play, but when they go feet first, they're unprotected, and you're going to get that flag 10 out of 10 times.
And it's a very smart play on Sam to do that rather than what he did on his first attempt, sliding head first. Ball is on the 39 here. Ball is snapped.
And to throw it to the man in motion.
Avoids a tackle and gets enough for the first down. Move the chains.
The ball is going to be on the 50 here. There's a lot of chatting going on right now.
Neos with the carry.
And it looks like he's going to break free and go in for the touchdown.
He's taking it to the house. Touchdown, Santa Monica. Ow!
And there's a flag.
This may be a taunting after the play is over.
Coach led with some conflicting emotions as his team scores, but cost them some yards on the kickoff. Ref pointing the wrong way.
So the score is 23-13 as the Corsairs have gained a huge lead here, going up by 2 possessions.
Yeah, you can definitely see the difference in confidence on the Corsair sideline right about now.
Now the key is if you're up 10 points, you're about to go up 11 points. Is clock management. Keep running the ball, drain time possession.
It doesn't look like they're going to go for the extra point here, but rather... Oh, never mind. They are going for the extra point. Just got confused with Sam being there. Here comes the extra point.
Always nice to have your quarterback as a holder.
And once again, the kick is good, putting the lead up to 11.
Now, if you're Santa Monica, take notes from Super Bowl 25 when the Giants realized the only way to stop the Bills from scoring was to stop them from hanging the ball and control the time of possession. And hope it doesn't come down to a wide right field goal.
A lot of things have to happen before then.
This run game has been huge for Santa Monica in the second half.
And that's definitely opened up the passing lanes for the team.
Absolutely.
And you wonder how much the Monarchs defense has left. As this lead is getting a little bit bigger, they're really going to need their star player to score for them here. What kind of kick are we going to see here, Keith?
Well, I would say Pooch because that's all we've seen all game, but they got a few extra yards here. Might boot it to the end zone.
The ball is set, and we're ready for the kick. That's a long one right there. They're going to let it bounce out and start off at the 20. Oh, we got a little bit of extracurricular activities going on right here. Still barking at each other back and forth. Looks like 24 said something to number 1 here before he went. Probably keep an eye on that when they see each other on the field again.
Absolutely. There's some bad blood between these teams.
As you mentioned, Keith, neither one of these teams want to go home with an L.
Nope. It would hurt both of their chances of ending the season with a winning record substantially.
This has been a long quarter here as there's still 6 minutes remaining left. Let's see if the Monarchs can get a successful drive going on right here. Quick pass, led down to the baseline, and looks like they'll probably move the chains forward, as it looked like it was enough for a first down, and yep, it was. Or no. Nope, it looks like they're going to stay second and short here.
Monarchs are lining up with one man in the backfield. Corsairs come out with 2 safeties high. 4 men on the line. 3 backers in the box. No motion, a man wide. Throw to him.
And that's going to be successful for a first down, but they're going to try and strip him. Unsuccessful at that too. The chains will keep moving for this Monarchs team.
And as you guys may have noticed, Santa Monica is repping new jerseys for this game in honor of Veterans Day. They are blue and dark blue camo with an American flag on the back.
I'd say these jerseys are pretty fire, Keith.
Yeah, I would say they have a little sauce to them.
Here comes the ball.
Man in motion.
Quick pass play right there, and it looks like they're gaining a new set of downs here.
LA Valley going to that bubble screen a lot.
Now the Corsairs have been able to score on their last 2 drives, but they want to make sure they keep their momentum going in their way and make sure they don't score here, that being the LA Valley College team.
One man in the backfield for the Monarchs, and they're going to motion once again.
And it looks like He's
Quarterback's
gonna try and run, but he has nowhere to go as they saw it coming all the way. A nice defensive read by the Corsairs. And we got another man down.
It's going to be Tannen Vagel in the tackle again. And he was very active in the first quarter, but once they switched out that quarterback, it's been harder for him to get to the ball in general.
And it looks the injured player right there looks to be favoring that left leg. Hopefully he's okay.
He's getting up much quicker than the previous injury.
And he's getting up. It's going to be number 23.
Payne looks to be in the quad.
Luckily, he's getting up on his own 2 feet. I'd like to see that at least.
Absolutely. Love to see players walking off the field under their own power.
It's going to be 2nd and 13 here. It's a good QB sack by the defense.
Monarchs come out with a new running back. And he's still going to motion out.
Here comes that bubble play again. But he's just going to take it to about the yard of scrimmage. Leaving it 3rd and long here. Ball is on the 42. It's 3rd down and 9. With 3 minutes remaining, if you're a Monarchs fan, you definitely want to see your team score before this quarter ends.
And they have been non-stop going to their back out of that motion. Non-stop.
A little bit of chatter going on there with the quarterback and the defender.
Seems like they saw something at halftime where they could expose the flats here. And they've been doing just that with their running back in motion just about every play. As
It looks like they're giving them a fresh set of downs here.
The Monarchs will come out with a tight end and 4 wide.
Ball is on the 29.
Halfback went in motion there.
It looks like
Out of
gain
the
about
slot.
2 right there, Keith.
They're really exposing those motion plays. It's going to be an option play with a pitch out to 7. The Monarchs haven't been very successful on those option plays, but they seem to keep going to them.
And that was holding them back from scoring in the first quarter, Keith. So you wonder why they're going back to it when they're right near the red zone.
And bread and butter for the Monarchs here.
But then looks like they won't get any yardage here.
Yeah, Santa Monica has to adjust to that. They have to see that that's coming just about every time.
And it looks like they have as they kept it to 4th down here and definitely put the Monarchs in a tricky position here. It looks like they're going to go for it in 4th down. It's actually it's only 2 yards down. With the clock running down.
Monarchs come out with the tight end, 4-man wide. Corsairs have
And the Corsair bench
one
is trying to get
safety
the
high.
fans. Sorry, Keith. You can see the bench trying to get the fans to react here as they get the turnovers and downs here. as they sacked the quarterback.
D-line
And it
holds.
looks like they got the fumble too. He dropped the ball as he was going down. But either way, it's going to go to the Corsairs regardless.
Number 12 slow to get up here for the Monarchs. Maybe a little banged up. And Santa Monica gains possession.
It's a big play right there on the defense, Keith, as it looks like this game is going to heavily favor the Corsairs going into the fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
As we see some light here from both the defense and Mother Nature. Oh, I'm surprised they didn't call an offsides right there.
Neos with a good run.
Oh, and a couple players down here
Oh,
for the Corsairs, but quickly gets back up.
Lamarco Wallace slow to get up there for the Corsairs.
And with about 10 seconds, they're just going to run the clock down to move into the fourth quarter. As your Corsairs are up 11 points, 24-13, heading into the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter has begun now here. Santa Monica up 24-13. Good play. Gain of about 6 on the play. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Expect to see the Corsairs running it a lot in this fourth quarter, try to drain out that clock and come away with this win, up 11 here.
Yeah, they have a great head lead here going into the fourth quarter.
Man in motion for the Corsairs. Oh, and
Big out here and a good run.
ooh.
Big gain for the Corsairs there. First down, Santa Monica.
Nice little trickery there by the Corsair offense, snapping to the man in motion.
Corsairs leave the huddle. First down, ball on the 41-yard line here with about 13:50 left in the third quarter, or the fourth quarter. Ball is snapped. Sam Bolton passes to number 12, who
with
makes
a
a great catch
Diving
here.
catch. Beautiful pass. Looks like it came right out of the hands of Johnny Unitas. First down, Santa Monica Corsairs.
Corsairs are getting number 12 involved here in the offense as he's picked up the last 40 yards for the offense.
Yeah, that was a big catch there.
So much for running the ball.
Sometimes you need a Hail Mary. First down.
And Max, what, like you said, they're running the ball right here. We'll let the clock slowly wind down.
One more touchdown will be a nice,
Comfortable lead.
absolutely.
Got 13:01 and ticking here in the fourth.
Second down and 6. As the Corsairs take to the line of scrimmage.
2 men in the backfield, split to either side. Oh, and one goes in motion.
Pass to hand it off to number 8. Josiah Neos, once again. Not quite enough for a first down, but it'll be 3rd and 2 here on the 34-yard line.
Man in motion for the Corsairs.
Fake out for Sam Walton, who is
And-
running all the way down to the end zone, but is dragged down by LA Valley's number 20 on about the 5-yard line.
First and goal, SMC. Beautiful QB keeper.
And this Corsair offense has really found its groove here in the fourth. I mean, they're just plowing along here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eliminating the red zone interceptions.
Maybe this handoff game rather than the passing game is kind of where they're finding their strength here as they move into the end of the game. First down with about 11-18 left in the game.
Gain of about 2 yards. Second and goal coming up.
And we mentioned confidence earlier in our quarterback, Sam Bolton, and it feels like we are definitely seeing that here in the second half.
Yeah, confident enough to take it with his own legs.
Second down with 2 yards to go. Not quite to the end zone.
It's going to be 3rd and inches.
You saw him extend that there, just shy of it.
A solid effort. Third and 1 here with about 10 minutes left in the game. Timeout.
Called by LA Valley.
What do you guys think the strategy is for calling a timeout right now?
Trying keeping the Corsairs out of the end zone, because in the first half it seemed like the Corsairs were in murky waters with this team, but now it looks like they're just gonna go and push it away and just wait for the clock to run out. And all the pressure is really on LA Valley.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with less than 10 minutes left in the game now, if they go up by 18 points, that'll be difficult to do.
That's a 3-possession game, and once you got like a Aaron Rodgers kind of like quarterback to sling the ball within 2 minutes of every drive, there's no way this team is going to come back.
And it looks like LA Valley is bringing in some big men up front, try to fill in those gaps and hold them out of the end zone.
Max, as an offensive coordinator, what would you do here? Who or what would you go to here, I guess?
I mean, it looks like 2 men in the backfield. Maybe a little trickery, hand it off.
I would
to
try
the
and
right
get it
side.
to Tyree because he's been talking with number 2 this whole game. But it looks like no
And
throw
it looks
here.
like the QB keeper was no good. Just short again.
That brings us to 4th and 1.
Max, are you looking to score an easy field goal here, or are you gonna go for it here and keep the offense on pressure if they do get the turnovers and downs?
I mean, if I'm the Corsairs, I'm loving the field position. I'm taking it right up the gut with the QB. Worst case, you turn it over, try to get a safety.
Yeah, make them drive 99 yards.
Exactly.
It's a win-win either way.
We've seen 99-yard drives in critical situations before.
I don't know if we ever seen him on this level.
Maybe not. Just call John Elway. He'll come out and lead him to victory.
And it looks like they're calling another timeout here.
This time a timeout called by SMC.
This does feel like a pretty critical moment here. I mean, we've seen the Monarchs go 4 and 1 every single play. Basically, they've run the ball, and I feel like this is a pretty big touchdown here for Santa Monica to get if they do decide to run the ball.
Absolutely. They score here, they can put this thing away.
You got a
QB's
nice camera angle here.
QB's under center for this snap.
Looks like they're gonna go for it.
Could be a QB sneak right here. Nope. And
Oh. Looks like he might have made it.
one ref saying, now they're saying touchdown, Santa Monica.
Big play there. Put
Right.
Santa Monica up 30-13 with about 9 minutes left in the game.
And I'd like to shout out our camera lady real quick, Professor Gail Fetzer, for that drive right there.
Incredible work.
Well, this looks like this game is toast, guys, and at this point you're just playing just to play and figure things out for the next game.
Right now you're playing the. If you're Santa Monica, you're playing the clock, not LA Valley.
I mean, I like the confidence, guys, but let's not call it just yet.
Extra point is good.
As a Falcons fan, I can tell you games are never over.
Definitely not. And
Yeah.
it looks like they've really started picking up momentum after momentum as each quarter goes by. I mean, that first quarter to now this quarter, it feels like 2 totally different teams are playing.
Well said.
And as a Colts fan, I can add on to what Keith said. Red zone drives in big games can be deceiving. They can be looking perfect and then immediately crumble in an instant.
Yeah. And we've had, 4 interceptions just in this game? So it's not over yet.
Well, only one committed by the team losing, though. So, big change.
I think any way you slice it, LA Valley, they got to step up on this drive, or this game is going to be over.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't run the ball too much, the clock will drain. You can't waste your timeouts either. You got to open up the deep passing game. You got to put confidence in your quarterback.
Unfortunately, though, it looks like the defense has been reading him this entire second half, as they have not scored in the second half yet.
We'll see if they have any other surprises up their sleeve. I mean, putting in this quarterback in the first place was a big surprise. And totally threw them for a loop. Ball is kicked by the Corsairs. Received by number 51 on LA Valley. With about 9 minutes left in this game at the 33-yard line. there any plays that you guys haven't seen that you're hoping maybe the Monarchs pull out?
Deep go routes. If they want to win, they gotta go. Maybe not go routes or like posts, hitch and goes, something along those lines.
They got this four wide receivers set out to the left, so we'll see what they do here with it.
Number 12 runs the ball.
And he will step outside to get a fresh set of downs here, guys.
Then he steps out of bounds to stop the clock.
And that's exactly what he's got to do right now. Ball is on the 46-yard line just about. First and 10, LA Valley. Pass is good to number 14 for a gain of about 1 yard.
They're picking up a little bit of yardage on these plays, and they got a nice first down on that last play, but they really got to air it out downfield because time is ticking away in this fourth quarter. Still down 18.
And these in routes where you can see exactly where the receiver is running, it's too predictable. It's too easy for those linebackers to see where they're going to go and make that tackle.
Second and 9 here with about 8 minutes left in the game. Quarterback has the ball, makes a run for it, and throws it away.
And the bench is getting into it, trying to get into the quarterback's head here.
Who knows, maybe it'll work.
I think they're doing just fine.
LA Valley with the empty backfield, quarterback and shotgun.
84 sneaks through that gap, is caught down the sideline.
And that's going to move the chains a bit, guys, and I believe he went outside too. So
Yeah.
stop the clock.
Oh,
So-
the clock is running.
Clock is running about 7:30 left. Good catch by number 5 on LA Valley, though.
You got no time to lose because as soon as SMC gets it back, they're going to try and drain the clock. You got to play no huddle here. You can't take your time to snap this ball.
Number 12 passes to number 5.
And they got a
once again.
touchdown is exactly what I was saying they had to do, and they had a go route, and they got the touchdown. Great answer there by LA Valley.
Hopefully I don't have to bite my tongue for what I've said earlier.
What do you mean? The game is over, remember?
Now I got to knock on wood just in case.
Absolutely.
This isn't wood.
Just over 7 minutes left in this
There's
game.
no wood in here, you're screwed.
The score is now 19-31. Santa Monica leading the Monarchs.
Well, looks like the offense is staying in for this
They're-
2-point conversion attempt.
And that will make it a 2-possession game rather than 3 if they convert this one.
Still 2.
This will be the first 2-point conversion we've seen during this game.
They're going to throw it right back to number 5, and
And-
he converts this 2-point conversion.
He gets it.
Pass is good.
Just like that, 10-point game, 7 minutes left.
Wow, that's definitely enough time for some action to happen.
Now here's, if you're SMC, you can't go wrong by constantly running the ball because you can, even if you don't get a gain, you can like run down the clock like 38 seconds per snap and get at least 2 to 3 minutes off this clock and not give them time to have 2 possessions. So do not, if you're SMC, do not do the passing game. Just keep running the ball over and over.
Play clock is 25 seconds at this level, but statement holds.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't know. That's right.
We'll see. I mean, we've seen LA Valley on all these kickoffs. They've been running these little bunch formations. Who knows? They could try a little onside action.
Oh, you're right. Keith, how are you feeling about this? You've made yourself familiar to this kind of scenarios before as a Falcons fan.
Yeah, remember when the Falcons did that against the Cowboys?
I remember the Falcons doing that on a couple occasions. We're going to see a bunch here, as they've done all game. So no change for an apparent onside kick.
Oh, and a little trickery
Right
here.
And it goes right to Santa Monica.
And the flag down on the play. Sigh of relief, as that was a close one there, guys.
Absolutely. I mean, that just goes to show LA Valley is not giving up in this game yet.
Not just yet.
Not just yet.
Remember the match at the Meadowlands in 2010? Eagles were down 3 scores at the half, and then Deshaun Jackson has the game-winning kickoff return, and that gave the Eagles the division. So we could see a miracle here.
Clock is stopped at 7:02. Santa Monica 31, LA Valley 21. First and 10 Santa Monica here in the fourth quarter. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Empty backfield for the Corsairs here.
Pulled down by the jersey, and then the short gain of about 3 yards.
Number 13 on that. Richard kick once again.
And this Corsair offense is, they're honestly probably really happy with that play. Get a couple yards, take some more time off the clock. Just looking to burn that clock with these possessions here.
Yeah, clock is still ticking now. 2nd and 8 here on the 38-yard line. Sam Bolton hands the ball off. Gain of about 1 yard maybe. Loss of a yard, apologies.
And if you're LA Valley College, you want in the next minute or so, you want about they call another timeout if the other team still has the ball, to give your team enough time to score twice.
And a little hesitancy from this Corsair offense as they go back to the huddle.
They might be still running down the clock a little bit. Clock is ticking just under 5:30 now.
And 16 seconds left on the play clock. We got a trip receiver set on the left.
A
Sit.
fake out, number 14. Sam Bolton, the quarterback, makes a run for it.
Although not very smart for him to run outside as he stops the clock.
That's true. I was going to say that. And now you have 4th down.
The referee is signaling that the clock is going to keep moving there
It is
for whatever reason.
4:55 now.
Looks like they're probably trying to go home right now.
And here's where it's best to try a long field goal.
That would be
That
a
could-
very, very far field goal.
And they're going to punt it.
They're definitely going to have to make sure the special teams doesn't do anything special here.
Like letting it bounce into the end zone and giving them a touchback.
It's still a lot of pressure for the Monarchs to start off on their own 20 and try and push it all the way up to 80 yards.
Absolutely. I feel like that's a lot to ask. Still a 2-possession game here.
Just under 4.5 minutes left. See if the Monarchs can make some magic happen.
Where's Aaron Rodgers when we need him?
Or Joe Montana to Jerry Rice against the Giants.
Well, we don't need him. You mean the other team needs him.
So, Max, if you're the defensive coordinator now, what are you looking out for? You watching those throws to 5?
5 has been a big part of this fourth quarter offense, and this whole second half offense. I think about maybe doubling him. You see him spread out there to the left, and he is the target on this pass.
And
Another go route to
Cox.
number 5. And they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. And they caught the SMC secondary napping again.
Huge reception by number 5 here. Ball is now on the 49-yard line.
And they better hurry up before they get a 12-man violation. And here it comes. Miscommunication right there by the defense. And they're going to give the Monarchs more yardage here.
It'll be a
without-
timeout. They got a timeout off just in time. Coach Led saw the struggle there of the substitution.
And this Monarch offense will not quit, I have to say. Down 10 here, just over 4 minutes left in the fourth.
Good call by Coach right there to save that penalty there.
Yeah, Coach Led has been smart with his timeouts. If you think about him today, took that timeout right before the fumble that resulted in a field goal at the end of the half for Santa Monica, and that now is proving to be a much bigger difference than we thought it was going to be.
You're right. Because without that, they're just a touchdown away from tying this game.
And arguably could be more, because that was kind of the momentum shift going into the half. You don't know how the second half plays out if we don't get those 3 points on the board.
You're right about that, Max.
Back on the field with 4:05 just about left in the game. 1st and 10 for the Monarchs.
Goes deep. Tipped and incomplete. That was a nasty collision there.
The Corsairs almost came up with a clutch interception that would likely seal the game there.
Second and 10, back on the 49-yard line. Short throw to number 16.
Blockers out in front.
And the bench is going crazy right now, guys.
That was an amazing tackle. That's going to pump up your team and give your team a whole new sort of confidence. Jay, guess on the tackle there.
They're
Third
taking
down
way
with-
too much. Sorry, they're taking way too much time to snap the ball here.
Number 5 is the receiver once again. And it looks like he has just enough for a first down.
And the clock has stopped. He did go out of bounds.
Did he? I didn't see him go out of bounds.
It looks like it's still ticking away here,
They
actually.
didn't call it.
Oh, they did?
Restarted. Okay.
They do move the chains, giving them a fresh set of downs here, guys.
With just over 3 minutes left in the game. Number 12 throws to number 13, and it is caught. A huge catch just at the 19-yard line here with just about 3 minutes left to go.
And those jersey colors wearing number 13, you could say that's Michael Thomas.
Just like that, the Monarchs are back in the red zone.
And here's where the SMC defense really has to crack down.
First down here on the 18-yard line. Number 12 throws.
Oh!
Just missed the intended receiver in the end zone.
Ooh. That's going to be kicking if they number 5. If they lose this game, he's going to remember that play. Right off his hands.
He has another chance. Second down here. But this defense really needs, I feel like you were saying, doubling up maybe might be good on number 5 here in this moment.
Looks like they're bouncing that safety out a little bit.
Yeah, almost looks like a man cover 2 concept.
Oh, and the
Oh.
snap is fumbled. He's trying to get it away. He
And it
gets
does.
it to number 88. And he doesn't go down. And
Oh,
the
the
ball
ball's
comes out.
loose.
And SMC has it. Oh!
Well, I guess I
And-
won't be eating my words today, guys.
And a dagger to the heart of every LA Valley College fan that is in attendance in today's game.
That was a nice double effort by number 88, but he's just gone
Absolutely.
down.
Huge recovery there, though.
You gotta give it to the Monarchs, guys. They played a tough game, even though it looked like it was out of their reach. They were able to get close enough, but not close enough, if that makes any sense. Definitely a nail biter.
This was a great game, especially I'd say the second half. Things really got very interesting.
As a former football player myself, I know how it feels to get all the way to the end zone and then something goes wrong and it's on you.
And I believe they'll probably just run the clock out here, guys.
Just over 2 minutes left in the game.
Let's see, the Corsairs are still backed up, so gotta get a little breathing room.
And LA Valley College is not utilizing those last 2 timeouts.
I think this is where it comes into play.
2:09 left on the clock here. Ball on the 3-yard line. Still a 10-point game. Huge fumble and recovery for Santa Monica. And hopefully we'll be the one to put the nail in the coffin there.
Should be. Game not officially over, but it looks over right now.
1 first down away. That's what it's looking like.
Yeah, like you guys said, I mean, what do you think this means for the rest of Santa Monica's season? They have another game next week. They're going in.
There was a few postponed games, so I don't know if they'll reschedule those games anytime soon. So they'll still have an opportunity to stay around 500.
Great.
Yeah, if Santa Monica wins out here, they have a good shot of making a bowl game at the end of the season.
Yeah, this could be seen as like a momentum shift for the whole season for the Corsairs here.
Absolutely.
They do have one more game scheduled, I believe, against Santa Barbara.
Yeah, next weekend on the 6th.
And they won't be at home either. Oh,
Beautiful
That's-
play.
that is unfortunate for the LA Valley team. Slipping up at the end once again.
They just Michael Benneted that and took any slight chance their team had of making a comeback away.
Excellent call by Coach Led there.
Now it's still second down for the Corsairs. They got a little more breathing room. Just gotta get that first to be able to run out the clock.
Absolutely. 2nd and 5 now on the 8-yard line.
And a nice little run right there.
To keep the clock moving, even if there's not much gain.
Just under 2 minutes now left on the clock.
That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, looking ahead here, Santa Monica has potentially 3 games that they could play here, but 1 for sure scheduled. Next game is on the 13th at Santa Barbara College.
Maybe the weather will be a little nicer there.
You would hope.
I think this is prime football weather for an outdoor stadium. It's not too hot, it's not raining. I think if this is peak prime condition, this is what you want.
Well, it's not snowing, so we can't call it prime.
It's not Buffalo or the frozen tundra of Green Bay.
Third down here with 5 to go on the 8-yard line.
And the quarterback bumps into the running back who was trying to hand the ball off to, and he runs it himself.
I'm glad I'm not the quarterback, because he's the one in the bottom there of the pile.
Hopefully he can survive the next minute and 40 seconds.
I think he'll be okay.
And 4th and 1 it looks like for the Corsair offense. So let's see what they're gonna do here. And it looks like they're gonna send out the punting unit.
And it looks like the offensive line is a little upset about that. I wanted to go for it there. The smart play nonetheless is you don't want to give them turnovers and downs right at the end zone and keep this game alive.
111 and ticking in this game.
Volton coming off to the sideline here with what might be his last possession on offense. And as we mentioned, he took some shots early in this game, but he has battled back through it and led this team to a great W.
Yeah, I think everyone on the team can feel good afterwards, feeling confident going into the next game, having some tactics that they can work on against Santa Barbara.
Absolutely.
Key for them is minimizing turnovers, because if you can win by 10 and after throwing 3 picks, I mean, shows how much room you have to improve, but also how good of a unit you're on, good a unit your team is.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like they'll be doing a lot of throw-in practice this week.
Just if for Sam Walton, just put on some tape of Johnny Unitas or Joe Montana or something with a quick snap and the quick release.
All right, and here comes the punt. I think they're trying to throw him off a little here, guys. Nice kick by the punter. Ooh.
All right, let's see if this Monarch offense can get some consolation points and get this score a little closer.
Just about 1 minute left to go. Ball is here on about the 42-yard line. 40-yard line here. And we've seen some big throws over here, some long passes.
Yeah, but there's no time for mistakes here, guys.
Absolutely not.
So if they do throw that ball up deep, they better score.
Look at number 5 split out wide to the right. Look for him to be a target on this drive.
1st and 10.
That was a bad snap, but he got the ball to him. Oh, and a
it's gonna-
PI call right there,
Oh,
guys. I don't know
no.
about that call right there.
That looked like
That looked like good coverage.
hands tangled up, and that's gonna it's gonna be 1st and goal for LA Valley, and that's costly.
Once again, the refs reminding us that they are a part of this game.
Big break for LA Valley here. I mean, it's only been 5 seconds and they've already gotten back to the goal line, basically.
Or so the penalty made us think it would be at the spot of the foul.
Yeah, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Number 12 goes long again to number 5.
And caught.
Number 5 is money in these situations. He's their go-to guy at the end of a game, like Rice was for the Niners.
Ball is now on the 3-yard line. 1st down for LA Valley.
And a QB sneak in here for the touchdown.
So, this thing can't be pronounced dead yet.
44 seconds left, and it's a 4-point game.
In 15 seconds, I feel like LA Valley really turned everything around.
Yeah, they got some momentum.
SMC has just been playing prevent defense, has not been as aggressive as they should. That fumble on that last drive should have been it, but they're allowing LA Valley back in it.
And they're going to go for the extra point here.
And it's good.
Just over 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's see if LA Valley can use that little bunch kickoff formation they've been running and maybe recover an onside.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 3-point game.
Definitely got to go for the onside kick here.
And looks like the Corsairs are bringing out their hands unit to try to recover this kick.
So an obvious onside kick situation. Be interesting to see. Well, they're out of their bunch for once, so this is new. Be interesting to see if they go with the same kicker.
Maybe that's what that bunch was leading up to, right?
Yeah.
This trickery play right here. If
All
they
misdirection.
succeed. And that's been the key to the Monarchs' play today, is just misdirection. And let's see if they can execute once again.
It has to go 11 yards.
And it looks like
Doesn't it have to go 10 yards? Because it did not go 10 yards.
Not if somebody touches it.
and I don't believe anyone did touch it. So that should go right back to Santa Monica. As it will.
And that's
And
it.
I think, yeah, guys, we can finally say this game is over. A little closer than it should have been, but they got it done.
Of course, there's that game way back in the day when the Giants, all they had to do was kneel down, but the quarterback tried to run it for the first down, and he fumbled. The Eagles returned it for a touchdown. We're not going to have that here, though, are we? No, we're not going to have that here.
No, there's a little different rules today, as the
Yeah.
D linemen aren't really allowed to rush, and the linebackers can't really blitz when someone's taking a knee. It's mostly a formality these days.
Yeah, I remember that one time they tried it. Definitely looked frowned upon if you do something here. Is it Detroit? It would be Detroit.
The Domikasu.
What game? What game was that against? What team?
It's probably like 2013, 12.
Was that the game he got ejected, or no?
And knee taken by the quarterback, and
Clock is ticking. Less than 20 seconds left on the clock now.
Final kneel down has taken place, and this game is over.
And you got the sidelines dancing, and Corsairs are happy as they're going to move on to 3-4.
Final score was 31-28, Santa Monica.
the alarm is ringing, guys. It's official.
And that's going to be all from us in the booth. Thank you so much for watching this broadcast, and have a great day.
Let's all say goodbye on camera, shouldn't we? Shouldn't we? Yes, we should. Okay.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, well, okay. Now let's do it.
Thank you all for watching.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.